All right, all right, all right, all right. I live again. You know? Give me a second to throw all these links out. We can talk about some stuff, chat. We can talk to them, get fucking talking. Oh god, I just saw the title of this clip. I logged onto YouTube and now I have to look at that later anyway. Critical. Why would you say that anyway? Okay. We'll be back. Let me Ah, sorry. Yes, I'm coughing. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. So, we're enjoying, right now we're staring at the rotating wallpapers that I like to have on my computer. So they're just, my wallpaper thing is I just have a folder of like one wallpaper for like each of my favorite things, and it just is on a 1-minute shuffle. You'll notice that it takes 2 minutes because I have 2 monitors. So before you say, well, this one didn't change until 2 minutes, but that's why. So that's that. So where have I been? I've got so many things to talk about, chat. It's not even funny. We're just staring at my desktop for a while. So I actually got COVID, and I started to feel I'm pretty much over it now. I have a lingering cough, which is very unfortunate. Here, let me grab a cough drop. Actually, try to kill as much of this shit as I can right up front. Right. So, what's the deal with COVID? So, I work in retail. I'm a pretty cool guy. No, this doesn't make me cool at all. But one day I felt pretty shitty, and I started feeling sick the day after the quote-unquote presumably finishing Armored Core 6 stream, which is really unfortunate that then I didn't even finish the game, and then it got hung up on all this other bullshit. It's been almost a month, right? It took me out for so long. So I was sick for like a week, and I lost like my sense of taste and smell, and life has really sucked. And I've been pretty much like mentally back for a couple weeks, and I think physically, and just in general, I think maybe for 4 or 5 days, after like 25 days, I feel like I'm pretty much back to my normal self and I'm able to do stuff. I just still have a lingering cough, which really sucks, and I've let it put me off from streaming because I really didn't want to be coughing at stuff, but if it's really bad, I might just mute myself every now and again, who knows, but I don't know. I felt really bad about not finishing Armored Core when I was so close, and also so I didn't want my content to suffer because I ideally want these recordings to be existent as something people can come back to, right? And not just it's not just daily slop, it's something that perhaps people can come back to and enjoy in the future. So that's that. I had COVID. That was the big problem. And as always, if you're ever wondering where the fuck I am, I'm always posting my Discord server. I have a channel called Direct Feed, which is practically my diary and my journal, and I just it's a channel only I can post and everybody can see. It's just where I offload my brain because I always have so many little observations and like things to mention. So yeah, if you're ever curious where the fuck I am, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Discord, etc. So I managed to get some stuff done though while I was sick. So when I started streaming, and I apologize if some of my speech is kind of stunted. It's because I'm trying to like not, I can feel myself wanting to cough, and so then I kind of dial it back so I don't cough. So when I started streaming, I had ordered a desk mic mount, but then I found out that the lip of my desk was not long enough to be able to use the clamp. So then I had to set up this really janky ass, like real normal mic stand setup thing with like, you know, large 3 legs and everything. And that's what I've been doing. So while I was sick, I managed to figure out how to hook up my desk mic thing, and ultimately I just put it on the far edge of my desk. And that works out. So now, my mic is kind of at an angle, a little bit off to the right from my face. I liked having it, you know, directly in front of me so I could go like this, but that's alright. I also kind of tuned the gain and other stuff a little bit more. I think it's just going to be a constant process until eventually I'm tired of adjusting it, right? So, yeah. And I finally started to, I bought a PlayStation 3 a few months back, and I finally put the first dent in that, buying games for it, so that was really cool. I also did, let's see, I also cooked up some stuff in Audacity. That's very cool, isn't it? I'm just going to be showing stuff on the main screen for a little bit here. So, I also had a tiny little bit of a rebrand. I'll talk about it. God, I'm saying a lot, aren't I? I'm sorry. Oh my god. You know, once I get a controller in my hand and I start playing a game, it'll be much smoother, I'm sure. Another one. Add it to the pile. Stop myself from saying another one. So, I did a tiny rebrand because it's always been, for a few years now, the line, my little self-intro has been, lover of video games, music, and anime, in that order, on a faulty quest to manifest myself. And that second line wasn't going anywhere. So now the line is, oh, it's short in my Discord, short in my fucking bio. I can't look at it, and oh, well, the thing is, while I'm in streamer mode, oh no. Now it's gamer, drummer, guitarer, singer / voicer. I like lots of stuff and want to do lots of stuff. And I know that perhaps I'm not putting out any music content, perhaps I'm not really putting out a whole lot of voice content, you know, whatever, but it's stuff I want to do, and I'm always kind of like cooking up stuff. So I just want to show you a few of the things that I did. And yes, I'm in Audacity. Oh, where are you, you know, what are you cooking in Audacity for when you could literally just use like Reaper or so? I don't know, dude. Don't worry about it. We'll get there some other time, right? So let's see. We'll get to here. This is a cool one, but we'll just kind of glimpse at some of these things. So here's just a few things, you know, just to show, like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't putting out any content, but I'm still doing stuff. So, and we'll talk more about the greater picture of stuff in the future. In the future, I mean, not too long from now. So what even is this? What was this little bit? Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. Maybe I don't have anything really cool to show off the top of my head, so let's skip ahead to the really fun part, because I mean, that's not really anything cool. So, close this page, and here's another fun thing. I figured out how I can play guitar into the thing, so check this out, right? Give me a minute. To grab my guitar. Oh. I'm going so far as to credit myself as a man. Rolling office gaming chair on carpet is kind of hard, you know. It's a good core workout. So before I play anything on my guitar, I have to move things over a little bit. So what do I want to say? I'm getting like so caught up in the weeds just trying to like explain my shit. I don't know what I'm trying to. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I can't remember. Fuck it. Let's here. Check this out, right? Right, okay. I'm going so far as to call myself a guitar person, because I'm an amateur guitarist. I can't really solo for shit or whatever, but I really like playing riffs and like learning riffs and stuff. And I am a drummer. I can drum a lot of really cool stuff. at this point. So hopefully in the future, I'll be posting covers of stuff, and I'm excited about that. So that's done. So what we've got right here, I'm just going to play it for you before we actually jump into it, right? And now I'm in guitar mode, so. And then there's a part that goes. Etc. So yeah, that's what check this out, right? Because I want to be able to here, let me flip over. I want to be able to do really cool stuff. So I record so many takes of drum stuff. It's very cool. So check this out, right? What is it over there? Okay, check this out. Guitars here. We've got drums over here. We've got this really cool part, right? Have to be really careful about soloing stuff because there's 7 different takes of drum shit here, right? And it's fucking ear blowing if I unmute it all at once, so I have to be careful about not using the solo button. Yeah, how cool. Woo. Etc., right? How fucking cool is that, right? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to just putting out music stuff, and I want to make music for my streams to have like intermission music or like introductory music. I think that'll be really cool. I'll cook up something kind of jazzy or a little, but yeah, so yeah, etc. I'm going to very cautiously show each of these tracks here just a little bit, just for whatever, because I want to show that I'm not, I'm cooking, right? I never quit streaming. It was just that I didn't want to come back with while I was coughing up a storm and fucking up my content. Okay, so let's all check this out, and I have to be very careful and not unmute anything during it. So here's this guitar track, right? It's only playing in the left ear. Your ear is not fooling you. So then we have to carefully, very, very carefully, remute all of these. You'll notice the levels on some of them are fucked up because I was also changing the fucking recording level of it, right? So let's do just both guitars at once. Is the right guitar. So when we get to this part, it's playing 2 different things. And I really figured out what I wanted to do on the left guitar, and then a lot of the time I come up with like the the melody, and then I'm just like, fuck it. Now when I do the other track, I will just do it in a different place, which is just a fun way of doing stuff, right? So here's the left guitar. Yeah, let's start. Etc. Then the right guitar. So. I also apologize if the delay is really fucked up. I can't tell. I didn't, you know. I just want to make sure my game audio would sound good, so that's all I can account for. Then we have the drums. How cool is that, right? So actually, let's go down to the first part here, the first take. I had the rough idea of what I wanted. And then let's just see where this goes, right? This is just 2 overhead mics. The metronome's missing. Oh, that's not good. Double bass. Yeah, I knew I wanted to do double bass here. It's so cool. It's pretty cool because this is literally just in Audacity, and this is with no production bullshit at all. This is literally just recording overhead mics and then just being like, boom, there it is. So originally, kind of the evolution of this, I think I did the double bass part better in earlier takes, but the middle part, right? Right, so it's just kind of some fucking around with some drummy stuff, but this one I made it cooler. I did the what is it, Criminally Insane? I ripped off that from Slayer, right? Just not intentionally, but just that's what my brain told me was the best idea there. So just how it worked out. And then I did kind of a jazzy, like, you know, rim shot, whatever thing. Oh, and this fill is so cool. I was like spazzing out when I figured that out. So this middle part between the Criminally Insane ride cymbal part. Ah, it's such a cool fill. And then, you know, this part. you know, super cool. And then the transitional part, to let the chugging of the guitar exist by itself. And if I would further work on this, which I will at some point, I'll probably just have the bass by itself or one guitar, so it can just go, so it can just do that. And then as soon as it loops back around, that's when you bring in the vocals that we'll get to in a minute, and the drum part and all the other bullshit. I can't sing and play guitar at the same time. That's not something I've practiced. Maybe when I start touring, no, I don't. Who knows? One thing at a time, right? Yeah, super fucking snazzy, right? Let's bring the guitars back so we can listen to this. And then we have the da 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 da. So then the guitar stays the same and the drum part changes completely. So there's progression in this section even if the melody hasn't changed at all. And then there's, because I'm already playing hi-hat and rim of the snare, then I do an open and a bunch of kicks, hit the snare and the floor tom at the same time, and then so it's kind of a basic thing, but that's just, I spent an hour just cooking up this minute and a half of drum shit, right? Just like, what should we do here? Oh, then we can do this, and then what if we do this? And it turns into like building a puzzle and trying to make it as cool as you can so that each little piece of it is like, this is the best idea I could come up with at the time, whatever. So, let me clear the line, there we go. Yeah, and so then the double bass here is pretty solid, but it's probably not as good as the first run. And then, last but not fucking least, we've got this part, which I just did as like a visualizer, just to be able to say, yeah, this is what it's gonna be like. How cool, am I right? Fucking cool. Listen to this guy just groan into the microphone. Who is that, chat? Who could have done that? Oh no! Oh my god, dude, he's so good. He's just Corpse Grinder. That's crazy. So that's one of the things I've been cooking up. I'm pretty cool. Feel pretty cool about it. Again, I don't know how well all of this shit works in terms of delay. I really hope there isn't. Surely there can't be more delay, right? But yeah, I'm just going to play through it once. This isn't a music stream. There will be Armored Core. I just want to talk about a lot of stuff because it's my show, and I get to just stream out whatever the fucking bullshit there is, right? There will be plenty of time for talking about video games and also playing Armored Core, okay? Okay, if no things, this will be fun. Okay, first of all, we have to start back here, please. No, we're not gonna play Symbolic. Okay. Cool, that's all there was to see. So, that's that. I'll put the guitar away now. You won't have to worry about it anymore, chat. Let me put the good mic settings back on. Thank you very much. Alright, guitar is going away. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's the music portion for today. So, but we're not at Armored Core yet. Oh, God, he can't keep getting away with it, chat. Oh, okay, so now let's talk about the tiny rebrand. This fucking cough drop has done a great job of making me shut up in terms of coughing, and yet it's making me over salivate and kind of uncomfortable. So, tiny rebrand, I already talked about it, but in the wake of this, here's something cool, right? I made topsters for all my favorite things. And it's pinned on my Twitter because this is going to be an important thing going forward as like an introductory post. But here we go. Let's bring them all over, chat. Bring over all the tabs and bam. So I'm not going to talk about all of these. That's what the quick rundown, the deliberately not even close to quick rundown, I think is what I called it, right? But these all exist. So people in the future, if they stumble across my Twitter, they can be like, wow, this guy has taste, right? The rules and limitations were, it's sorted alphabetically, and only one entry per series or band or franchise or whatever. So gun to my head, which is the one I would keep out of each thing. And not necessarily, I don't, necessarily love every series and every franchise shown here, but at the very least, the things that are pictured are the things themselves that I very much like. So, yeah. The cough drop is very tiny now, so I'm trying to, maneuver around my mouse without it. I can't find a decent spot for it, but, let's see. So, just gonna riff through here really quick, because this is gonna, stand for the immediate future, short-term future or whatever. You got Bloodborne, representing Souls. You got Bloodstained, great game. Modern Warfare 2, representing Call of Duty. Symphony of the Night, Crosscode, Devil May Cry 5, Doom 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, because that game was fucking amazing. Enter the Gungeon, Fallout New Vegas, Gears of War 3, Gran Turismo 2, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Halo 3, Hi-Fi Rush, that's right, Game of the Year 2023 confirmed, Max Payne 2, Mega Man 04. I couldn't really pick a favorite Mega Man game because I enjoyed all of them. I definitely like the Zero series more than X, which I like more than Classic, but I still didn't have a standout game while playing the Zero games that I was like, oh, whatever. So I was like, hey, we'll take the big epic closer of the Zero series. So I almost put the Zero ZX collection because they all blended together for me, but I thought that was kind of a cop-out, so... Yeah, then you have my tied for best video games ever made, period. Metal Gear Solid 2 and Nier Automata. Red Dead Redemption 2, which I played back at release, and all these games I want to like probably feature on the channel at some point, and then we can talk about all that shit. There's so much to talk about, man. Because I'm just, even if I've been gone for like a month, I just can't stop thinking about this fucking internet shit because I'm like so jazzed about it. Looking forward to replaying this. Saints Row 2, fucking classic. I like all the Saints Row games, except the reboot. Not interested in the reboot. That's just me. Sorry. Shadow Complex, great game. Introduced me to Metroidvanias. Sly, I grew up with the Sly trilogy of games. Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Yakuza 6, of course. Moving on. We have music, okay. A lot of this stuff is more so like the most recent stuff I've been getting into, kind of, but it's also just kind of like, it's also like individual albums that are really important to me alongside everything else. So I got into Acid Bath a month ago. That was really cool, especially with how sickly I was. Love Between the Buried and Me, love Galacticon. Got into Coroner like 5 or 6 months ago. I love Death. I love every Death album. Death has a perfect discography. Devin Townsend's first of all, I love Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend's Empath is my favorite album of all time. Metropolis Part 2, fucking masterpiece. Brain Salad Surgery, it had to be. Entombed Left Hand Path, gotta love that chainsaw guitar tone. Out of all the Zapp albums, I first was going to pick Rolling In It for the Money, but ultimately I decided Roxy and Elsewhere is, I think, the perfect Zappa album. For Meshuggah, I actually went with Frederick Thorndall's Special Defects, because I think it's that much more interesting, even though I love all the other Meshuggah albums. I can't really pick between them, so Martyr, fantastic, great to hear they're back. Metallica, seminal. I wouldn't be here without Metallica. Mike Keneally, Native Construct. Film, obscure band that I bleed in love, and no one will ever know about this band because nobody ever listens to me when I talk about them. It's very sad. Porcupine Tree, Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime specifically. I've never listened to any other Queensryche albums, but I love Mindcrime. Repulsion, Horrified, Revocation, The Outer Ones, Rush, Hemispheres. It was kind of hard. I almost want to say I'm more of a permanent Waves guy when it comes to Rush, but Hemispheres I think is the more important album. Psy was hard to pick an album for, but I ultimately went with Graveword. It would have been Graveword or Gallows Gallery or Imaginary Sonicscape. I don't know. UK, love that debut album. Got into it like a year ago. Killing Technology is fucking insane. And of course, Close to the Edge by Yes. Then we've got favorite anime and manga. Berserk, you already know. Clanad and Clanad After Story, you already know. Cowboy Bebop, you already know. Fooly Cooly, you already know. Haven't seen the new ones. I don't really care to see the new ones, I'm gonna be honest. Gunbuster, fucking banger. When I started playing Armored Core, I randomly remembered to look up clips of the Gunbuster fights, and I was like, damn, this shit's so fucking cool. So, yeah, Gunbuster owns. Gurren Lagann, you already know. Haruhi, you already know. Hunter x Hunter, you already fucking know. JoJo, Keep Your Hands Off Izoken, Kill la Kill, actually got me into anime, okay? You know what they say, I came for the plot, and I stayed for the plot. You know what I mean? Exactly. Land of the Lustrous, or Hoseki no Kuni, as I know it. Madoka Magica, classic. March Came In Like a Lion, I know it as Sangatsu, something, so whatever. Monster, great. Evangelion, you already fucking know this is the most important thing to me in existence. This show is so fucking insanely good. And so Luminary Core, it hurts. Nichijou, Revolutionary Girl, Utena, Rurouni Kenshin, just the show, like the whole thing. To me, the best way to experience it is watch the there's like, the anime is like 90 episodes long, and so here's what's funny. The first 30 episodes, introductory stuff, and like the first arc. The second 30 episodes, it's one entire arc, and then the last 30 episodes are just all filler, so just skip it. So you just finish the arc around the 60 episode mark, and then you just drop the rest of it, because you don't need to watch it. Then you can watch, then you can read the manga, and you can watch Trust and Betrayal and whatnot. Serial Experiment Lane, you already know. Space Patrol Luluko, I love Trigger. This is just a love letter to Trigger. Steins Gate, modern masterpiece. Technolize, nihilism in anime form. Toradora, People Get Hurt, the anime, I love it. And Yu Yu Hakusho, because Togashi said it wasn't just good enough to make one perfect shonen. He's like, fuck it. Okay, perfect. I don't want to, put too much stress on it, but you know what I mean. Really fantastic, right? And that's all of that. So now we can close this out, and Look at that. I've got my fucking Hi-Fi Rush wallpaper. I fucking love that shit. One more thing. We're almost there, chat, I promise. Most recently, what I've been doing while I've been sick. Okay, you want to fucking know, chat? You want to fucking know? Well, you can check this shit out. Let me... Here, let's just do this. Bam! Risk of Rain 2 100%. That's right, motherfuckers. Blah. I can't open Steam on screen because I don't want to, like... I nickname my friends on Steam their actual real names, so... just for whatever reason, so... Yeah, I'm a Risk of Rain old head, right? I played the first game a lot, played the second game a lot, and then the DLC came out and I just didn't really do it, so... Finally... God... I had, like, 30 or 40 achievements left to do. And from August 28th, so I was doing shit even before I got sick, or around the time I was streaming, but I started grinding after achievements, and I have 24 friends that have Risk of Rain 2, and none of them have a legal 100% save file. You know what I mean? I looked through all of them. The only 2 people that have 100%ed it, they got like 40 of the achievements at the same time, which is not physically possible. So clearly, they just downloaded a completed file off the internet and they're like, "Ooh, now I have a complete roguelike game that I didn't have to fucking work for." Ooh. I'm not salty. I'm just saying it's cool when you actually put effort in and you do all your monsoon runs and everything. So take that, losers. So, we're gonna boot up Armored Core, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more stuff, and then we'll let the main screen lull us into existence. So, my cough drop is gone, and now the world wants to know how I sound when I cough. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm a little scatterbrained, but it's important to me to finally get back to the shit, because I'm not playing it when I'm not, playing it, you know what I mean? So, what am I supposed to do? Just not finish the game? That's fucking bullshit. Everything was going so well, why would I tap out now, right? Settings are probably going to be reset back to like 4K and keyboard bindings again for some fucking reason. But that's okay. I think. Hello? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bamco. Very cool. So, here we are again. Armored Core 6. This game is going to become like legendary on the channel because it was like, oh, look at this. Doesn't this V look familiar? It's gonna be like, well, it was the first game he did, but yeah. So we're here at Armored Core Land. What was the last thing I wanted to say? So, right. So we're 40 minutes into the stream and we haven't even started gaming yet. What's up with that? Well, a lot of stuff I wanted to catch up on, right? I don't know if I'm gonna always have witty titles for streams. It can be a little difficult to just come up with them, so I'm not making any promises there. I like having the date in the little corner so people can figure out like when things happen and what streams to go to see them. And in the future, I'm looking at some extremely rudimentary like video production stuff. So in the future, there will be the streams that you can watch if you want the full uncut bullshit, but then I will download my old streams, and also I'm now starting to record alongside my streams, and then I can cut them down to like, hey, here's the actual playthrough of the game, so that way I have freedom to just say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna stream some of this, now we're gonna play some of this, now I'm gonna do that. So I just want freedom to be able to say, hey, we're streaming this, we're streaming that, and not get caught up in forcing myself into a box and just being, fuck it. So when I get back to Lost Judgment, when I finish Armored Core, alongside the streams happening, then in the meantime, I'll be cutting it together so that you can get the full, like, here's chapter 2 in one video, and then just somewhere there will be a cut where it's just like, boom, this mission, so even then, I have to think about, like, do I want to include, you know, the whole chapter experience of also going to the arena and the customization, or do I just want the missions, you know, and how do I make sure I don't miss any like thoughts I had in between? So it's complicated. I'm fighting so hard to try and make my content really, really, really good, and right now there's almost negative expectations because I'm in fucking nobody, right? So I don't know. What I do know is that sometimes I wake up in the morning and YouTube recommends me like an amateur drum cover, and they're not even like, it's one thing to have bad audio, right? Like I could have bad audio, but it's another thing when you're not even fucking playing the parts on the song. So in some level, like when I didn't get my driver's license until I was like 21, 22. And just because I was like scared of driving and also like freaked out at like taking the test or whatever. And what ultimately made me say, you know what, I think I can do it, is because I realized how many like dumbass people, how many average people, you know, managed to do that. How many terrible drivers there are on the road that managed to pass the driving test, you know, at some point in time. So it's like, well, shit, how hard could this shit really be, right? And I guess now, in a different way, it's like sometimes I see content and I would never drop any names, and I don't hold on to any of it because, you know, I'm not a spiteful person, but just on a technical level, it's like, look, this person's video looks shittier than mine and their audio is worse, and they're not really putting as much effort as I am into timestamps and, you know, just doing stuff in a more like aggressive, active manner. So I give myself some credit there, but yeah, so let's take a swig of apple juice here, because that's of course what we've got until I'm really kind of back to normal. I'm without being able to taste stuff, I didn't drink soda for a while. It's like, oh wow, what a healthy change. Oh, and now I'm back to drinking soda, because of course, it's like, why would I give it up? It also gives me caffeine, it makes me extra crazy, right? But at least while I'm streaming, I'll do apple juice until my cough is completely gone. So take a swig of this. You'll notice we're sitting on the main menu screen so that I can then tap into it when I'm ready. So I've fallen so far behind on the hype of this game, haven't I? So many people are like, yeah, I already finished it. Yeah, I did all my things. Wow, that's awesome, dude. That's fun. That's fucking sick, dude. Wow. Do it. I'm running a 4080 in this bitch. You know, fucking give me the crazy shit. Thanks. Okay, it didn't undo any of my stuff. Really cool. Let's continue. Alright. Let's... God, it's been a while. Fuck, I wonder how terribly I'm gonna play the game, like, right off the bat. But it's exciting to be back. Because, like... I'm trying to have all my, like, first experiences with games and everything, like, on stream so I can have them recorded and just out for, like, a thing to do. But it's not always that easy. But anyway, so I haven't been playing the game at all. I haven't been rerunning missions. Haven't even booted the game until, you know, just now for the stream. So, yeah, let's look at past missions. I think we faced off against Rusty, that's right. So, let's recap here. We destroyed the ice worm, and then the last stream we did all this shit, and we chose to do this one where we killed Michigan, and it was really, really fucking hard because it went on for forever, and I did not have enough ammo, and it totally obliterated me. And then I did this mission, and then I had to fight Rusty. So Rusty has something he's fighting for, and he doesn't think I have anything I'm fighting for. So, yeah. Let's do a little bit of this, just to kind of get the things back under my fingers. So I had my dual machine guns and my pile bunker and my bazooka. Yeah. Oh man. It took a little while to do its thing, so But it's pretty good. The muscle memory is coming back to me. So basically, all I played was Risk of Rain 2 while I've been gone, pretty much. I mean, what was I going to do? Go back to Lost Judgment? Then it would be on stream. So, yeah, right? Give me a enemy AC, please. Resupply as well, thank you. Or you're not really trying that hard, are you? Well, neither am I at this point. Oh, got him. Okay. I think we'll be fine. I talked before in my playthrough, I was like, well, you know, I wasn't really sure if this game was for me, but then, you know, the game wasn't that hard anymore, and then it was again, so... yeah. So... eliminate the 2 ACs dispatched by the corporations and reach the Coral Convergence. Oh god. Dear god, man, this is gonna be a fucking ass-kicker mission, isn't it? Reach the Coral Convergence.
You saw the ruins. Institute City. The mausoleum of the sinners who caused the fires of Ibis. The coral's right there, waiting. Arquebus has ordered us to discontinue the survey and hand things over to their own AC squad.
What do you think, Walter?
621. We're done with the corporations.
Oh, we're going independent?
Wipe out the Arquebus AC squad and get to the coral first.
Ooh, hi. Master Link.
When this job
Mater
is
Link.
over, I'll tell you about the last of my friend's requests.
Oh.